before starting a chapter, let's look a story of Elon Reeve Musk.
The world looks at billionaires with curiosity. How did they get to the height of success? What makes them different? Why are they geniuses? Tonight I'll share with you the story of one such billionaire, Elon Musk. He's become the world's richest person with a net worth of $188.5 billion. $188.5 billion. And he's unlikely to stop there. This 49-year-old billionaire is making inroads into every sector. Aerospace, telecommunications, transport, healthcare, infrastructure. Elon Musk is taking on everything. And so far, all his bets are paying off. Here's his story.
He is a hard-working innovator, an inspiration to budding entrepreneurs. Sometimes a Twitter troll, but mostly a man with a plan. Elon Musk has now added the biggest feather to his cap. He has become the richest person in the world. The Tesla chief has surpassed Amazon's top boss Jeff Bezos to clinch this title. He now has a net worth of more than $188.5 billion. This is $1.5 billion more than Jeff Bezos. How did he do this? Much of the credit goes to an 8-fold surge in the shares of Tesla last year. In 2020, Tesla became the world's most valuable car maker. The surge has boosted the personal wealth of Elon Musk, who owns a 20% stake in his company and about $42 billion of unrealized paper gains on vested stocks. According to Bloomberg, Tesla shares went up a further 7.4% on Thursday to reach a record high of $811 billion. But Tesla accounts for only a fraction of Elon Musk's wealth. The 49-year-old billionaire owns and is developing some of the most futuristic companies in the world that will further increase his wealth. In the aerospace sector, Musk owns SpaceX, a rocket company that is planning to build a freeway to Mars by reducing the cost of flying a spaceship to a fraction. In the telecommunications sector, Musk is developing a satellite internet constellation known as Starlink. This could revolutionize how we go online and provide fast and affordable internet. In the energy sector, Musk owns SolarCity, a project that will make solar power mainstream and pervasive. In the transportation sector, Musk has proposed a Hyperloop, a fifth mode of transportation that could convey people or objects at hypersonic speeds. In the infrastructure sector, Musk owns the Boring Company, which aims to develop safe, fast-to-dig and low-cost transportation tunnels. In the healthcare sector, Musk owns Neuralink, which is developing high-bandwidth brain-machine interfaces that will link the human brain directly to computers. Elon Musk is literally taking on everything. And so far, most of his bets are paying off. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION.
Hi, Namaste my dear children. तो एक बार फिर हमारा ऑनलाइन क्लास में प्रवेश करते हैं हम सब और एक बार फिर सबका मैं स्वागत करती हूँ. Are you all ready? सब ready है ना? So we have completed our 11 chapters and now is the turn of 12 chapters. 12th chapter. बोओगे सो काटोगे. Do you know the meaning of बोओगे सो काटोगे? बोओगे सो काटोगे means what we sow shall we reap. Have you heard this proverb? I think everyone has heard this. सभी को पता है हम जो करते हैं हमें उसी का फल मिलेगा. What we sow shall we reap. So, based on this chapter is a story itself. But based on this, I'm going to tell you one short story about a girl. So, there was one girl whose name was Leela. You know, Leela was very small But she was doing work. She was a servant in one rich lady's home. So one day after her work, what happened, you know, Leela, when was going back to her house, after her completing her work, Leela was going back to her house, and on the way she got one small wallet, purse, you know, vanity purse, you know, that one. So she opened it. It was like her this master's purse. So she said that I have seen this purse somewhere, and she very quickly remember about this. So she said she opened it and she looked it. What she saw, you know, a golden brooch and some amount of money. But as she's a very good girl, very kind girl, what did she do, you know? She went back and gave and returned this purse to her, this master. That master, that lady was so happy. Actually, it was not a golden one, but still it looks like a golden brooch. You know what is brooch? Yes, in sari and in this dupattas and all, will tie one very beautiful pin, that is brooch. Okay. So that lady was so happy. What she did? She gave her reward also, and she increased her salary also. So that was why it happened. Yes, because of the kindness. So what Leela sowed, what Leela planted, and in return she got a good result. Because she did good thing, that's why she got a good result. So every time, my dear children, understand that whatever we do good, we will get a good result. If we do bad things, we will get a bad result. So always try to become a good person in your life. I hope you all understand, isn't it? So based on this, let's start our new chapter, chapter number 12, Boge so katoge. Boge so katoge. Come, let's have an explanation. Don't go anywhere. Okay, stay tuned with me. Hello children, so let's start chapter number 12, explanation. Boge so katoge. Now, what is the meaning of boge so katoge? Boge means what you sow, what you plant. Katoge means what you reap. So here, what you do for others is the extension for yourself. So what you sow, shall you reap. What you sow, shall you reap. I think you have heard this phrase. Okay. Now, so this is a story of a king and his kingdom. Now listen, what is happening. Once there was a Raja Ramdev Rai. Once there was a king known as Raja Ramdev Rai. Raja का नाम क्या है? रामदेव राय. वो कैसे थे? How he is? उदार, दयालु और कर्तव्य दक्ष थे. That king is very dayalu. Dayalu means very, udar means very kind. Dayalu, he is having sympathy for others, for his kingdom, for his people. And kartavya daksh. Kartavya daksh means skill of working. Kartavya daksh means he is completely doing his duties in a proper manner. Okay. So, how was Raja Ramdev Rai? Raja Ramdev Rai was very udar. Udar means kind. Dayalu. Dayalu means, yes, having sympathy for others. And also Kartavya Daksh. Kartavya Daksh, a very skillful man who works for others. Okay. साथ ही वह कला और साहित्य के मर्मज्ञ रूप में भी विख्यात थे. Not only that, साथ ही along with having all these good character, like he is kind, sympathetic, and having sympathy for others, and also a very skillful man who understand his people, who understand what is happening in his kingdom, and along with that, he is also having kala or sahitya. Kala means art. Kala means art. Sahitya means literature. के marmagnya means penetrating means he knows every secrets. He understands everyone's प्रॉब्लम्स एंड सीक्रेट, ओके, के रूप में भी विख्यात थे. विख्यात, वेरी फेमस, विख्यात, फेमस. कलाकारों तथा साहित्यकारों को उनके राज्य में उदार आश्रय मिला हुआ था. कलाकारों तथा साहित्यकारों, कलाकारों means he is very much interested in art and also in literature, and he used to boost others also, those who are very much good in art. कलाकारों तथा साहित्यकारों, the literatures को इनके राज्य में उदार आश्रय मिला हुआ था. आश्रय मीन्स व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ आश्रय? शेल्टर. आश्रय मिला हुआ था, शेल्टर मिला हुआ था. सो दोज हु आर इंटरेस्टेड इन आर्ट्स एंड इन लिटरेचर, ही यूज्ड टू गिव शेल्टर टू दोज काइंड ऑफ पीपल ऑल्सो, बिकॉज ही इज वेरी मच इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट. So do you understand what is the name of this king? Yes, Raja Ramdev Rai. And what kind of person he was? He was very udar, kind, dayalu, having sympathy for others, and kartavya daksh. Kartavya daksh, what is the meaning of kartavya daksh? Yes, skill of working. Skill of working. Understand? That means he worked for others. That means he understand the problems of his kingdom, and according to that, he do everything. I hope you understand this first paragraph. Now let's move to the next paragraph. Now, next paragraph. रामदेव राय के दरबार में चंद्रगुप्त नामक राजकवि थे. Now, in his darbar means court, where he, the king, court of king. So in the court of king, what was there? There was a person who was named as Chandragupt namak Rajkavi. Rajkavi means a person who sings. Kavi means poet. Okay, so he was a royal poet. Royal poet means a person who only write poems or sing poems for whom? For this king, for a king. So this Ramdev Rai is having a poet whose name is Chandragupt. उनकी कविताएं सुनने में राजा को अनोखा आनंद प्राप्त होता था. So he is a very good poet. That's why the king likes, or he is interested to listen his poem. क्या मिलता था? आनंद. आनंद means pleasure. आनंद मिलता था. राजा नियमित रूप से क्या करते थे? चंद्रगुप्त को कविता सुनते और उन्हें पुरस्कार स्वरूप 5 सोने के मोहरे दिया करते थे. Now the king always used to listen this Chandragupt's poem, and he used to reward him. Okay, now let's see. राजा नियमित रूप से means regular manner, in a regular way, every day. That means, okay, regular manner. चंद्रगुप्त की कविता सुनते थे. He listens his poem, Chandragupt's poem. The king listens Chandragupt's poem और उन्हें, and he rewards. पुरस्कार देना means to give reward, to give award. Okay, as a reward he used to give gold coins. Now how many gold coins he used to give? स्वरूप 5 सोने के मोहरे दिया करते थे. 5 means 5. Okay, सोने के मोहरे, gold coins. सोना, gold, मोहरे means coins. So this Chandragupta liked to listen Raja Ramdev Rai liked to listen Chandragupt's poem, and he used to reward him every day 5 gold coins. Okay. राजा का निजी सेवक शंभु बड़ा ही लालची था. In that court there was a man whose name is Shambhu, who is the right hand of whom? Raja. राजा का निजी सेवक. निजी means personal. सेवक, a person, personal, we say secretary or something like. सेवक Shambhu, his name is Shambhu. बड़ा ही लालची था. That man, Shambhu, is a very greedy man. लालची, greedy. लालची means greedy person. वह सोचा करता था कि वह बूढ़ा कुछ कविताएं सुनाकर रोजाना सोने के मोहरे ऐंठता है. Now every day this Shambhu used to think that this बूढ़ा कवि, बूढ़ा means old, yes, aged. बूढ़ा कुछ कविताएं, some poems he sings in front of the king, and he ऐठता means to take 5 gold coins every day. So Shambhu is very much greedy person, okay, and he don't like king giving gold coins to whom? To Chandragupta. So he used to think why he is getting all these things. So he is not happy with. He is jealousy of whom? Jealous with Chandragupta. Okay. और महीने भर की मेहनत के बाद मुझे केवल 10 मोहरे ही मिलते हैं. एंड दिस शंभू, व्हाट इज द सैलरी ऑफ शंभू? ओनली 10 coins a month, per month. Okay, but this Chandragupta, this poet, every day he used to get 5 coins, gold coins. But as a personal assistant, as a always being with whom? King. This Shambhu is getting only 10 coins. That is also for 1 month. So you understand the difference? Yes. Chandragupta is getting 5 coins every day and Shambhu is getting 10 coins per month. Okay. So that is why this Shambhu is very much jealous of whom? Yes, jealous of, yes, come on, tell me. Jealous of Chandragupta. Okay, I think you understand. मन ही मन वह कविराज से ईर्ष्या करने लगा. मन ही मन, इनसाइड, कविराज से ईर्ष्या करने लगा. What is the meaning of ईर्ष्या? Yes, jealousy. I told you, no? So this Shambhu is having a jealousy with whom? Jealousy with Chandragupta. Why? Yes, because Chandragupta is getting gold coins every day, but Shambhu is getting 10 coins per month. So that is the difference is there, right? So that is why Shambhu is very much jealous of whom? Chandragupta. रात दिन वह चंद्रगुप्त के विनाश के उपाय सोचा करता. Now every day in his mind he always think how to destroy Chandragupta. विनाश करना, to destroy. उपाय सोचता था. उपाय means planning. So he brings different, he makes different ideas. He was thinking about the plan how to destroy Chandragupta. काफ़ी सोच विचार के बाद उसने योजना बनाई. After thinking and thinking, at last he got one yojana. Yojana means plan. He made a plan. Now, एक शाम शंभू कविराज के घर पहुंचा. One evening, what happened? शंभू कविराज के घर पहुंचा. One night, Shambhu reached, or one evening, Shambhu reached this Chandragupta's house. काफ़ी सोच विचार के घर पहुंचा. कविराज ने उनका क्या किया? यथा योग्य स्वागत किया. यथा योग्य मीन्स योग्यता से, with full of ability, with full of suitably, nicely, very suitably. What he did? He welcomed Shambhu. So one day what happened? One evening, this Shambhu made a plan and went to whose house? Chandragupta's house. And what he did? He reached there and Chandragupta welcomed him. Okay. And what did he say? बात यह है कि, now when Chandragupta asked him, why did you come to my house? What happened? Because he never used to visit. Suddenly he is visiting his house. So, बात यह है कि, I want to tell you something. And what is that? इतना कहकर शंभू रुक गया. बात यह है कि, by telling, I want to tell you something, and he stopped. Okay, I want to tell you something. After that he is not speaking. So Chandragupta is very much curious to know what Shambhu wants to tell. So Chandragupta is asking, उत्सुकता से उसकी ओर देखने लगे. He is very much curious and was looking on the face of Shambhu, because Shambhu is not telling the full sentence. He is only said, I want to tell you something, and after that he stopped. So Shambhu was very much curious to know why Chandragupta was very much curious to know why Shambhu has visited his house, and he want to tell something, but he is not speaking also. So then he started speaking. Shambhu started speaking, and what did he say? महाराज कह रहे थे कि सुबह सवेरे कविराज को देखकर मन उदास हो जाता है. Maharaj was telling that सुबह savere, very early morning. Subha savere means early morning. Okay, every day looking the face of this old Kaviraj, because he is old man. Okay, this poet is an old man, so looking the face of this old man, my man's soul is becoming udas. Udas means sad हो जाता है. उनके सफ़ेद बालों में कुछ अपना बुढ़ापा दिखाई देता है. बिकॉज व्हेन आई लुक एट हिम इवन आई फील दैट व्हेन आई बिकम ओल्ड हाउ विल आई लुक. ओके, उनके सफ़ेद बालों में, सफ़ेद बाल वाइट हेयर. ओके, यू नो एवरी ओल्ड पीपल, एज पीपल गेट्स स्टार्टेड getting their hair white, isn't it? So this, as a poet, is an old man. वो एक बूढ़ा आदमी है, इसके लिए उसके बाल क्या है? सफ़ेद. सफ़ेद मीन्स वाइट कलर. और लुकिंग दैट, उसे देखकर कौन उदास हो जाता है? राजा का मन उदास हो जाता है. द किंग्स हार्ट बिकम्स सैड. इज दिस ट्रू? इज दिस ट्रू? नो, दिस इज नॉट अ ट्रू. दिस इज अ प्लान मेड बाय whom? मेड बाय शंभू. यस, उदास हो जाता है और मुझे उसमें बुढ़ापा दिखाई देता है. उनकी कविताएं सुनने को ज़रा भी इच्छा नहीं होती. आई डोंट लाइक टू लिसन. आई डोंट विश टू. इच्छा मीन्स विश, डिज़ायर. आई डोंट विश टू लिसन हिज पोएट्स मोर होती. पर क्या किया जाए? बट वॉट शैल आई डू? आई डोंट लाइक टू लिसन हिज पोएम्स, बट स्टिल वॉट शैल आई डू? इज़ एन ओल्ड मैन. आई कांट मेक हिम आउट. So this is Shambhu's plan to make Chandragupta a very bad man, okay, in front of king. शंभू के मुंह से यह बात सुनकर कविराज स्तब्ध रह गए. नाउ लिसनिंग दस वर्ड्स फ्रॉम द माउथ ऑफ शंभू, कविराज स्तब्ध हो गए. स्तब्ध मीन्स स्टन्ड. ही वॉज लाइक दिस, ही वॉज स्टन्ड, ही कांट मूव हिमसेल्फ. वाई? बिकॉज every day he is getting 5 coins, and while he recite the poems, king is very much happy. But now what happened suddenly? So he was very much stunned. He was thinking, suddenly what happened? कविराज एक सरल हृदय निष्कपट इंसान थे. Now this Kaviraj, this poet is saral, very saral means very normal man. Okay, very good man, very simple man, we can say. Saral hriday, very simple hearted. Nishkapat means not having anything inside his heart. That means a very innocent man. Okay, so this poet is a very innocent man, understand, who is having a very simple heart, very good heart, understand. इंसान थे. Then what happened? व्यथित होकर बोले. He was tensed. व्यथित होना, to become tensed, or we can say to become sad. He was sad and said, बोले, बुढ़ापे पर किसी का वश होता है, होने तो नहीं होता. बुढ़ापे पर, because we don't have control of becoming aged. Okay, one day everyone, as the year goes, as the year passes, everyone becomes old. So nobody can control their what? We can control our food. We can control drinking Pepsi. We can control drinking some other, what is not good for health. Okay, but we can't control our age. As the year passes on, as the year goes on, if each and every one age becomes more and more, isn't it? So Kaviraj, the poet, was telling that, how can I control? Nobody can control their age. Okay, नहीं चलता. मैं कर भी क्या सकता हूँ? What shall I do? What can I do? I can't. I'm helpless. I can't control my what? I can't control my. Yes, I can't control myself. My age or old. This old age. Now, Shambhu is giving one idea to him. आप एक काम कर सकते हैं. You can do one thing. I have an idea. I have a good idea for you. You can do one thing. आप जब सवेरे कविताएं सुनाने महाराज के सम्मुख आए, when you come in front of king to recite these poems, सम्मुख उपस्थित हो. When you come in front, सम्मुख means in front of, before. Okay, before or in front of this king, उपस्थित हो, तो पगड़ी बांध कर जाए. पगड़ी means turban. Pagadi means turban which is tied on the head. Understand? So when you come in front of the king, to recite the poem, don't come barehead. You wear turban and come. Okay, so king will not see your white hair. Okay, so this was the plan, or this was the idea given by Shambhu to whom? To Chandragupta. होकर आए जिससे आपके सफेद बाल छिप जाए, so that छिप जाना to hide, your white hair will hide. And Shambhu ने उपाय बताया. This was the idea given by, or suggestion given by whom? Shambhu to whom? Chandragupta. शंभु द्वारा बताया गया उपाय सुनकर कविराज प्रसन्न हुए. नाउ द किंग वॉज हैप्पी. ही थिंक या दिस इज अ गुड आइडिया विच इज सजेस्टेड बाय होम? शंभु. शंभु अपनी खुशी छिपाता हुआ राजमहल पहुंचा. बट शंभु इज वेरी मच हैप्पी बिकॉज he is having a trick. He is a tricky person, right? He want to trap whom? Trap Chandragupta, because he is not happy with the money he is getting, the coin he is getting from the king. Okay, so he is happy now. Shambhu is very happy and he went to Rajmahal. Rajmahal पहुंचा. मौका पाकर फुसफुसाते स्वर में महाराज से बोला. Now one side plan is over, one side trick is over. Now he want to convince whom? He want to convince king also. Now after reaching there, he got a chance. मौका पाकर, after getting the opportunity, he started speaking to whom? He started speaking to, yes, मौका पाकर उसने क्या किया? ये क्या किया? महाराज के कानों में फुसफुसाते हुए कहा. फुसफुसाना, murmuring very slowly, telling something in the ears of the king. बोला, महाराज अभी कुछ देर पहले कविराज से भेंट हुई. महाराज अभी कुछ देर पहले, बिफोर सम टाइम, आई मेट द पोएट. कविराज से, रॉयल पोएट से मुलाकात हुई, भेंट हुई. भेंट होना मीन्स आई मेट हिम. वे कह रहे थे, ही वॉज टेलिंग दैट, प्रतिदिन, एवरी डे, आपको कविताएं सुनाकर वह तंग आ गए हैं. रिसाइटिंग पोएम इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, ही बिकम फेड अप. तंग आ जाना, डिस्टर्ब, गेटिंग फेड अप. So Maharaj, he is telling in the ears of whom? The king. Maharaj, I met royal poet today. That means Chandragupta. He was telling to me that he is not at all happy reciting poem in front of you. He is very much fed up of doing that. Okay. So tang aa gaye hai. Now listening that, the king was very much angry. He said, Khamosh, quiet, khamosh. क्या कहते हो? What are you telling? राजा ने कठोर स्वर में पूछा, with a very harsh voice. कठोर स्वर means a harsh voice. You know what is harsh? Very strict voice. Okay, very strictly the king said, shut up, what are you speaking? खामोश, shut up, what are you speaking? आपके सामने कविताएं सुनाने से उनके सिर में दर्द होने लगता है. You know what did he said to me? That when he recite poem in front of you, he is having headache. He start getting headache. सिर में दर्द होना, to get headache. इसलिए वे कल से पगड़ी बांध कर आने वाले हैं. And that is why tomorrow onwards he is going to wear a turban. Because he is having headache. Why? Reciting poem for you. When he recite poem for you, he is getting headache, and what he is going to do, you know, tomorrow onwards he is going to tie a turban. So this is not true, no. Actually, he went and said to wear turban. This person only went and said to wear turban to whom? Chandragupta. But now he come and said the other thing to whom? To the king. That means he is playing trick. Okay. शंभू जल्दी जल्दी बोल गया. वेरी क्विकली ही सेड दैट एंड वेंट फ्रॉम. नाउ महाराज, महाराज ने गुस्से से हुंकार भरी. महाराज वॉज वेरी मच हुंकार भरी. ओके, सो व्हाट डिड ही से? हुंकार भरना. यस, गुस्से से हुंकार भरी. ही वॉज वेरी मच एंग्री एंड सेड लाइक दिस. ओके, सो आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस मच. नाउ लुक, हुंकार भरी. महाराज ने गुस्से से हुकार भरी. नाउ लुक, दूसरे दिन, नाउ नेक्स्ट डे व्हाट हैपन? सवेरे कविराज राजमहल में पधारे. कवि राजमहल में पधारे और क्या हुआ? लिसन. उनका बदला हुआ रूप देखकर सभी को आश्चर्य हुआ. Everyone was wondering. आश्चर्य होना. What is आश्चर्य होना? आश्चर्य होना. What is the meaning of आश्चर्य होना? Wondering, astonished, surprised. This Chandragupta was tying turban on his face. So everyone was surprised. Okay. Why everyone was surprised? Yes, because he never used to wear turban and all of a sudden he is wearing turban. But this is a plan made by whom? Created by whom? Yes, created by Shambhu. So everyone was astonished. All were looking, staring at Chandragupta. Okay. कविराज सिर पर पगड़ी धारण किए हुए. कविराज वॉज वेयरिंग टर्बन ऑन हिज हेड. पगड़ी धारण किए हुए. जैसे ही वे राजा के सम्मुख उपस्थित हुए, व्हेन ही केम इन फ्रंट ऑफ द किंग, राजा के सम्मुख उपस्थित हुए, व्हेन ही वॉज प्रेजेंट इन फ्रंट ऑफ द किंग, स्वयं को संयत कर महाराज से बोले. स्वयं को संयत कर, संयत सेल्फ कंट्रोलिंग, महाराज से बोले. महाराज ही सेड टू द किंग. कविराज, महाराज बोले. सो the king self-controlled himself and he said to the poet, what he said? Kaviraj, royal poet, आपकी कविताएं बहुत श्रेष्ठ है. Your poems are very, very श्रेष्ठ, very, very great. You are a very great person and what you recite, the poems which you recite are also very nice. And for that, आपकी कविता बहुत श्रेष्ठ है. हम आपको कोई बड़ा पुरस्कार देने की सोच रहे हैं. And for that, I'm so happy that I want to give you a big reward. I want to give you a big reward. Now, I hope you understand this much. What is the name of the king? Raja? Yes, tell me. Raja Ramdev Rai. Okay, what is the name of the poet? Chandragupta. What is the name of that personal assistant? Yes, Shambhu. So who is a good person? Shambhu or Chandragupta? Yes, Chandragupta. And how is Shambhu? Shambhu was very jealous of whom? Chandragupta. He was not a very good person and he was playing trick to remove Chandragupta from the king's court. Because why? Because king always give him 5 gold coins listening his poems. But Shambhu only get 10 gold coins per month. So that was the difference and that is why he was very much jealous of the poet. And how was the king? Yes, king was a kind, full of sympathy and also kartavya daksh. Kartavya daksh means a skill of working man, having a skill of working. So these 3 qualities are there in king. What is the 3 qualities of the king? Udar, Dayalu or Kartavya Daksh. Udar, Dayalu or Kartavya Daksh. I hope you all understand this. So let's next this we'll take another complete explanation. Till then, bye.